it's your girl Mishi Wang. Thank you so much for coming back here with me, or if you're new, thank you for stopping by. Consider subscribing, click the button down below and join Team Wang fam. Alright, so guys, today I'll be showing you how I achieve this hairstyle. So I'll be showing you not how I install. If you want to see how I install my wigs using the ball cap method, then you can go ahead and check out one of my previous videos in which I showed you how I did that. I'll link it in the cards up here so you can click on it to view that. But I won't be showing you how I install, but I'll be showing you how I did these braids on the front and how I styled the back, as well as the baby hair. So if you want to see all of that, then continue watching. Okay guys, so let's jump straight into this video, and of course I have to do my happy dance first. Alright, so guys, all we'll do for this towel is like just add water and do some KIN at the front. Alright, so let's start. I'm just feeling out the hair, like showing you the length, showing what it looks like before. So yeah, it definitely looks like trash, but we're gonna get it looking, you know, wearable. Alright, so firstly I do my part at the front of the wig, and that's the part where I'm going to do the cane rows. Alright, so I'm just trying to do the part. I'm trying to get the part done so as to not show where the tracks meet the frontal. Alright, that's all I was doing, because we, of course, we don't want the tracks to be showing, we want the hair to be looking all natural. Alright, so we go ahead, and I kind of speed it up a little bit because I was basically doing just, as I said, just trying to find where the frontal is looking natural, not where it meets the track. Alright, so I'm basically just playing with the front, taking out the hairs that I'll be needed for my baby hair, and just kind of messing with the hair so as to start the braiding of the hair. Alright, so I'm doing 4 on either side of the hair. So on this half I'll be doing 4 braids. I just part. I have no special way to part it. Of course I plant it slant because I don't want it straight. Straight will look too boring, so I part it slant along the side of my head, and I'll be doing 4 of those. It's very easy. As you start, you'll see that it's not hard to do. Alright, I was kind of, before I started doing this style, I was wondering like how I was going to do the parting, what style was I going to use to do the parting, but when I started it, it's like it really didn't seem that hard. The front of the hair, it is not too big, so I could get 4 braids on one side, and it didn't look too bulky, it didn't look too big, and it just looked like okay. Alright, so I did 4 braids on that side, as I said, and 4 braids on the other side, and I braid the hair. I plait it straight out to the end, and of course it's gonna curl up. So if you're kind of wondering if it's going to blend in with the hair at the back, yes, it will blend in because it will match the curl pattern at the back once you braid it out. Alright, so you don't need to leave it unbraided because I guess it will kind of loosen if you leave it like that. So plait out the hair, guys, plait it straight to the end. And as I said, I did 4 braids, so that's basically what I did throughout the front of the hair. So that's all you'll be seeing right now in the video, so keep on watching, guys. Last two braids, I'm gonna go ahead now and do my face off camera and then pop back on for the styling of the wig. For I'm gonna be doing my baby hairs as well as styling the back, so you don't want to miss the final look. Alright, so guys, here we are after going off camera to do my makeup and doing the other side of the hair. We want to have the hair looking a little bit more realistic, so we're gonna kind of like brighten those parts. At first I was thinking I'd use my foundation shade for the parts, but I thought no, I want the parts to look a little bit more brighter, a little bit more illuminated, so I'm using a brighter shade than what I'd use for my foundation. Alright, so I just use my one of my makeup brushes and just dip the makeup brush in my, well, it's a contour palette. I just dip it in the palette and there I go, adding my parts. Alright, so when you add your parts, guys, this makes the hair or the wig look so much more lifelike, like more realistic, like it's actually coming from your scalp. So that's all that I'm doing, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other side until I'm satisfied that these parts are not looking too black, but they're actually looking like scalp. Alright, so after doing that, I'm just gonna go ahead with some water at the back, and I'm not going to soak it with the water. So I don't want it to be soaking wet today because I'm not going for that wet look. In the last video that I did with this wig install, I asked you guys what look do you prefer, if you like to wear the wig wet or dry, and some people said dry. I've never worn my wig dry, my curly wig dry, and so I thought I think that the dry look would look better with this style, and yeah, because it does look better when it's puffier than when it's dry with this particular style. Alright, so I decided I'm gonna try the dry look, but for the dry look that we don't want to, I for one don't want it dry. I want it to be kind of looking moisturized or like, you know, exotic, like I don't know, but I can add a little bit of water. I didn't soak it. I add a little bit of water and some mousse to, you know, give it kind of little sheen and some body. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead with the baby hair. So that's all that I did for the back. I went through with my brush, I added a little bit of water, a little bit of mousse, and my brush, and yeah, it looks okay because by the time it gets dry, then it won't look so trashy. It will look kind of like good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead with my baby hairs now, and for my baby hairs I'm using my old small tiny flat iron. I had this flat iron from, I've been wearing the pixie cut hairstyle. Flat iron, why am I saying flat iron? That's a flat iron, guys, a curling iron, pardon me. All right, so I'm using this curling iron for the baby hairs, and it's a substitute, of course, for the tiny flat iron. I don't see the need to buy a flat iron just to do baby hairs on my wigs. So I'm using the curling iron, all right, because it's not the best, but yeah, it works. So I'm using that again, I'm saying this for my baby hairs, and I'm just gonna go ahead with some mousse to style the baby hair, get them looking how I want them to look. I use the mousse because if I do the baby hair just like that, then they are not going to lay down, or they're not going to look as popping as I'd want for them to look. A little further down in the video, you'll see where I added some got to be gel because the mousse just wasn't holding too much. All right, I didn't use a got to be gel only because the gel will just have the baby hairs the baby hair lying down, so really it wouldn't make any sense like curling them because the curls would all be gone. And so I don't use the gel for the whole styling of the baby hair. I try to get them laying down, and to get them a little bit flatter, I add the mousse and then I add a little bit of the gel. All right, so that's basically how I did the baby hairs. There's no special way to do the baby hair. You just play with them until you get the style that you want for them. I really wanted that fairy look. I wanted that, you know, butterfly kind of look, and so I had like the curls. I didn't want them lying down. I want them to kind of stick up a bit and kind of look kind of like flaunty like. So keep on watching, guys. Alright, so guys, I'm at the end of this video. This is how the hair turned out. I'm loving it. I love the dry look of the hair. I don't usually wear it like this, but I think for this particular look, it will look better when it's kind of puffy. And I get that when I'm using the dry look or wearing it dry. Alright, I love the bold baby hairs that I did. They give me tropical vibes, and the cornrow braids with the curly hair at the back, that give me tropical vibes. So I particularly wanted these kind of baby hairs for this style. So tell me how you feel about the style, guys. I don't want the baby hairs to lie down. I want them standing up like that. Pow, pow, pow. Alright, tell me how you feel about the look, guys. Let me hear it down in the comments. Also, leave suggestions of some other videos that you would like to see me doing. Alright, tell me if you'd like to rock this style. Try it out. Tag me on Instagram if you went ahead and tried the style, because I think that this is a very easy and bougie style. So go ahead, guys, try it and let me hear it. Tag me. Alright, guys, so I'm about to end this video off here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go ahead and share this video with somebody who you think would like this kind of video. Alright, thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.